Okay, listen carefully. If you understand this video properly, you can score guarantee marks in exam because cube identities and sum of cubes are asked almost every year, and most students lose marks here not because it is difficult but because they confuse signs. So today we are going very deep, not memorizing, just understanding. So ready? Take your notebook, let's start. Now let's see the formula. A plus b whole cube equals a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. This is very important. Now don't try to memorize full line blindly. See the pattern. Look at the numbers. Here we have 1, 3, 3, 1. Look at the first term. In the a cube we have 1. And in the second term we have 3. And in the third term we have 3 again. And in the last we have 1. So 1, 3, 3, 1. These numbers never change. Only A and B change here. So remember this number 1, 3, 3, 1. These numbers never change. Only A and B change here. Okay, these numbers are constant here. It won't change in the formula. Now look at the powers here. Here we have a to the power 3, a to the power 2, a to the power 1, and in the next last term we don't have any constant. That means we have a to the power 0. A to the power 0 means it's nothing. So we don't write here a. So if you see here, the powers are in descending order. A to the power 3, a to the power 2, a to the power 1, a to the power 0. Here the numbers are decreasing from 3 to 0. So we can remember this very clearly, like we have a to the power 3, a to the power 2, a to the power 1, a to the power 0 in descending order. Similarly, we have b to the powers. Here in the first term, we have b to the power 0. So b to the power 0 is, it's nothing. That's why I have not written b here. In the formula, we don't have b in the first term. And in the second term, we have b to the power 1. And in the next term, we have b to the power 2. And in the last term, we have b to the power 3. So, if you see the powers are in increasing order. It's in ascending order. 0, 1, 2, 3. So, this is how you can remember the formula. So, here A goes down. A goes down from 3 to 1, 0. And B goes up. It's in increasing patterns like 0, 1, 2, 3. So, this is how you can remember the formula without memorizing it. So, you can write it directly. A to the power cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Here, the powers of A will be in decreasing order and power of B will be in increasing order. That's in exam, always write formula first. Even if you know the answer, just begin with the formula. Examiner gives marks for method. So it is very important to start with the formula. Now let's solve this question. 2x plus 1 whole to the power cube. When you see cube, don't panic. Cube simply means multiply 3 times. Like 2x plus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 1. But instead of expanding 3 times, where it is waste of time. So we use formula. Now write the formula. What is it? A plus b whole cube equals a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. You know how to remember the formula, right? So here we have this constant numbers which is 1, 3, 3, 1 and the A power goes in decreasing pattern and B power goes in increasing pattern. That's how you remember the formula. Now in the formula we have two terms. One is A and other one is B. So before solving the question, we have to identify A and B. So in the question we have 2x plus 1 to the power cube. So here what is A? A is equal to 2x. So A is 2x and B is 1. So you can write directly A is equal to 2x and B is equal to 1. Now after identifying what is A and B, now you can substitute this in the formula. So write it equals 2x cube, where in the place of A we are substituting 2x. So write 2x to the power cube plus 3 is constant here. Now what is A? A is 2x to the power 2 plus B is 1. So you can write 1 plus 3 is constant here and A is 2x and 1, B is 1 here. So 1 to the power 2 plus B is 1 here. So write 1 to the power cube. Now let's solve first term. So the first term is 2x to the power cube. It is all to the power cube. So here the cube is for to the 2 and for the x as well. So you can write 2 to the power cube multiplied by x to the power cube. So what is 2 to the power cube? It is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. You can write 8 directly here, and x to the power cube is x multiplied by x multiplied by x. So x into x is x cube. So you can write 8x cube. Now let's move to the next term. Here we have 3 multiplied by 2x square multiplied by 1. So here the 2x square is 2 to the power 2 and x to the power 2. So how do you write? 2 to the power 2 is 4 and x to the power 2 is x to the power 2. So it is x square. So 3 multiplied by 4x square. 2 square is 4. So I am writing 3 multiplied by 4x square and 1 as it is. And if you multiply 3 into 4, 4 3s are 12. So I am writing here 12 x square multiplied by 1 is same. So it is 12x square. Let's solve this third term. In the third term we have 3 multiplied by 2x multiplied by 1 square. So 1 square is 1 here, and 3 multiplied by 2x multiplied by 1. So what is 3 into 2? It is 6. 3 2s are 6x multiplied by 1. So 6x into 1 is 6x. So now let's solve the last term. Here we have b to the power cube. So what is b? It is 1 cube. So 1 cube equals 1 itself. So the final answer becomes 8x cube plus 12x square plus 6x plus 1. This is the final answer. And now I'll show you where students make mistakes here. So here we have 2x all to the power cube. So this cube is applicable for 2 and x as well. So you don't write 2x cube as it is. You have to cube root the 2 as well. So 2 is equal to 2 cube, which is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 8. So instead of writing 2x cube, you have to always multiply this cube with 2 and write 8x cube. Never forget to cube the numbers. So do it slowly and gain the full marks. Don't lose marks here. Now let's move to the second question. So the question says 2a minus 3b all to the power cube. So here we have negative sign. But in the first question we had positive sign, which is 2x plus 1 all to the power cube. So due to the positive sign we used the formula a plus b all cube. But here we have minus sign, which is negative. So we can use a minus b all cube formula. So the formula is a minus b whole cube equals a cube minus 3a square b plus 3a b square minus b cube. So here the sign are getting changed. From the first formula for the a plus b whole cube, we had all the signs are in positive. But here all the signs change to negative. Only the mid term will be in the positive. Only the mid sign. Only the middle one will be in the positive. So keep remember this. So let's solve this question. 2a minus 3b all to the power cube. So once you see the question, you have to identify which formula this belongs to. So here the formula is a minus b whole cube formula. So after analyzing the question in the answer sheet, the first thing you have to write is write the formula. Once you see the question, after understanding the question, directly write the formula. So the formula is a minus b whole cube equals a cube minus 3a square b plus 3a b square minus b cube. After writing the formula, you have to identify what is a and what is b. So in the question 2a minus 3b whole to the power cube, you have to identify a. So what is a here? A is equal to 2a. So in the question only they have given a and b. So you don't get confused here. So a is equal to 2a and b is equal to 3b. So in the b you have to write the next term, which is 3b. Now let's substitute in the formula. So in the formula the first term is a to the power cube. So what is a here? So a is 2a. So you write 2a to the power cube. So this cube is applicable for 2 and a. So now let's move to the next term. Here in the next term we have minus 3a square b. So write minus 3 And in the place of a, you are writing 2a to the power square and close bracket. In the next we have b. So what is b? So multiplied by 3b. In the place of b, we are writing 3b. So now let's move to the next term. In the next term, we have 3ab square. So you write plus 3 multiplied by a. What is a? A is 2a. So write directly 2a multiplied by b square. What is b square? B is 3b. So write multiplied by 3b whole to the power square. Next, minus 3b cube. So in the place of b cube, I am writing 3b whole to the power cube. Now let's solve this. So in the first term, we have 2a to the power cube. So this cube is applicable for 2 and a. So 2 cube is 8. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. And a cube is a cube. So I am writing here 8a cube. Now let's move to the next term. Here we have minus 3 multiplied by 2a square multiplied by 3b. Here we have 2a to the power square. So what is 2 square? 2 square is 4. So 4a square multiplied by 3b. Now you multiply all the numerical numbers. So we have here 3, 4 and 3. So what is 4 into 3? 4 3s are 12 and 12 into 3 is 36. So write 36a square b. Now let's solve the next term. Here we have 3 multiplied by 2a multiplied by 3b square. So what is 3b square? 3b square is 9b square. So whenever you see the powers, try to solve the powers first. So what is 3 square? 3 square is 9. So b square is b. So now you multiply all these numerical numbers, which is 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 9. So what is 3 2s are 6, 6 9s are what it is? 54. So 6 9s are 54. You multiply all these numbers and write it 54a b square. So write the b square as it is. Now let's move to the next term. Here we have minus 3b cube. So what is 3 cube? 3 cube is 27. 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So write 27b cube as it is. So finally we get 8a cube minus 36a square b plus 54ab square minus 27b cube. Guys, you understood? You have any doubt? If you have any doubt, please write in the comment. Now let's move to the next question, and this one is slightly different. Up to now we were expanding, but now look at this question. So the question is x cube plus y cube equals x plus y multiplied by x square minus xy plus y square. Here the question says verify. Now listen carefully. This is not a substitution question. This is not like factor theorem where we put x is equal to something. Directly we can substitute something. Many students get confused here. So they think, should I substitute some value of x and y here? Because we don't know what is the value of x and what is the value of y. So we have to do it differently. Now when the question says verify, it means you must show that left hand side equals right hand side for all the values of x and y. So this is very important. So in the verification problems, always expand one side. Usually we do it for RHS because in the RHS we have all these brackets and many terms. So when we expand completely, we will get this LHS. So we are going to prove LHS is equal to RHS. Now let's move to the question. Here we have x cube plus y cube equals x plus y multiplied by x square minus xy plus y square. So here the LHS is x cube plus y cube and RHS is the remaining terms like x plus y, x square minus xy plus y square. So now let's solve RHS first. So in the RHS we have x plus y, x square minus xy plus y square. Here we have two terms, right? So how do you multiply this term? So take the first term, multiply with the second term. So I am multiplying x with all these terms. So x multiplied by x square minus xy plus y square. So write it this separately. And now take this y and multiply with this same term. So y multiplied by x square minus xy plus y square. Now let's solve this. So x into x square is x cube. then x into x y is x square y plus x into y square is xy square. Now let's move to the y term. In the y term, we have y multiplied by x square minus xy plus y square. So y into x square is x square y. And why I am writing x in the first? Because so in the alphabetic letters, x will comes in the first, right? That's why I am writing x square y. Next, y multiplied by xy. So we have two y's here. So y square. So minus xy square plus y into y square is y cube. So plus y cube. So we get x square y minus xy square plus y cube. Now look carefully. This is the most important moment. We have here minus x square y and plus x square y. So cancel this. Minus x square y and plus x square y will get cancelled. And now let's see xy square. We have x y square and minus xy square. So cancel this. So the middle terms disappear. So only we have here x cube plus y cube. So only this term remains. So this is exactly to the LHS. So hence we proved LHS is equal to RHS. We got x cube plus y cube. So in the LHS we have x cube plus y cube. So hence it is proved LHS is equal to RHS. So finally write LHS is equal to RHS, hence verified. So see the difference. Earlier we were expanding an expression. In the first and second question we were expanding the expressions. Now we are proving two expressions are equal. So method changes. So not the substitutions, nothing. So only the methods are getting changed. So analyze the question properly and solve the question. Alright, today we solved three important questions. We expanded 2x plus 1 whole cube, 2a minus 3b whole cube, and we verified x cube plus y cube. So remember the key points. For memorizing the formula, you have to remember the pattern 1, 3, 3, 1, and the power of a decreases and the power of b increases. So be careful with the signs and always write the formula first in exam. Once you see the question, analyze the question and write the formula. So the steps should be very clear and always write hence verified in the verification questions. So now pause the video and try one problem on your own. Practice makes this very easy. So see you in the next class. Bye. Take care.